Realtree's Midwest Whitetail is brought to you by Cabela's, Easton Arrows, Frigid Forage, Fuse, Grizzly Coolers, Hoyt, Hoyman Tree Saws, Muddy Outdoors, Nikon, Ozonics, Redneck Blinds, Rocket Broadheads, RTP Outdoors, Trophy Rock, Spot Hog Releases, Wilderness Athlete, Viking Solutions, and Realtree.
It's November the 16th, day 2 of hunting curly on the new food plot. Sat here about 3 evenings ago and seen a young 8-point and 3 does. The 8-point's been running with curly, and there's been 4 does. So one of the does was missing in action, and the big buck was missing in action. So hopefully this evening maybe he's got off of that doe, and we'll come back up to the food plot to check the others. We had one doe acting a little crazy the other day, so she's not far from going in heat as well. And the rut's right around the corner here, and seems like we're having a couple go in early. So we're gonna come up here and try him again this evening, so y'all just hang in here with us. We'll see what happens. Curly's down, guys. That was very exciting. Wasn't really expecting to see him this evening for some reason. I didn't have a good feeling, but had deer come out no sooner than I got in the stand this evening. I've had deer on me the whole time. I mean, I may have been up here 5 minutes when that first buck came out. Had a couple does come out. Hunted in here the other day for curly. Had pictures of him all last week in this field in the daylight. It's basically untouched. Haven't been here much this year at all, except one time in bow season. Came back and set again Monday, and then took off again for the north wind today. And he came out and man, we smoked him. So I've got my friend pulling up now. We're gonna go out here and do a recovery and check him out. All right, so I just got down out of stand. We're gonna go over here and recover the deer. He didn't make it out of the field at all. So let's go see what we got. He's a really good deer. We're gonna go check him out. Well guys, it's been a great evening. November 16th's been good to me this year. This is Curly. It's a deer I've been hunting for about a month now, I guess. He's been showing up on trail camera since before bow season. He started showing up over here in this field that I've not messed with, and hunted him Monday, like I said earlier, and we didn't see him. He came in here Tuesday on the camera. We had to wait on a north wind, so today we got it, and slid in here on him, and he came right in, read the script. So I appreciate you guys watching Midwest Whitetail and following my hunts, and maybe we'll get another one on here soon.
Well, it's the second afternoon of the first shotgun season here in Illinois, and we was walking back into the same stand we sit in yesterday, and we walked in on a giant 10-point. I say a giant 10-point, a really mature 10-point. In my opinion, he was a giant. Anyway, make a long story short, we had a big front push in. Temperature's about 38 degrees with 30 and 40 mile an hour wind gust. The rain just stopped probably 20 minutes ago, and I wanted to be in the blind before the rain stopped, and I was running behind. It cost me right there, because that's one of a buck we would have definitely took. We'll keep you guys updated as evening progresses. Well, we just shot a mature 10-pointer that we've been seeing run this farm last week or so. He come in, I think it's the same deer I jumped and pushed out of here when I was coming into the stand today, but he come back out into the big and beastie and stopped just long enough to get him a bite to eat and for me to get the gun out the window. And Thompson Center, I believe, did his job. He was about 160 yards, so pretty confident I made the hit. The problem is when I got down to get the gun and to prop up to make the shot, I bumped the camera and I knocked the camera off the deer. And this is a prime example of why you don't sell film. Unfortunately, you know, it's so hard to sell film, get good quality footage, and this is why we say all the time, you don't sell film. You need to have somebody dedicated to running the camera and somebody dedicated to hunting, because it's just too hard in the heat of the moment to do it, get everything right. So unfortunately, you can see the deer run through the frame, but you can't see the shot, the impact of the shot. So we're gonna go down, see if we can't recover this buck. We'll share the recovery with you guys, but man, it frustrates me to no end. He ran down in here some which way. There he is, right there. He broke off. Broke that one off right there. And he broke that one off. He's been fighting. Look at that. You said infection?
Oh, yeah.
Look at that infection where he done got clocked by somebody, and I know which one did it too.
That's a big old buck.
Yeah, he's big, ain't he? Body-wise.
Bye.
All right, well, we just got down here on this buck. He didn't go but about 60, 65 yards from where we shot him. Made about 160 yard shot on him. He's one of the mature bucks that survived EHD and was able to hang out on this farm for the last several years. He don't score very much, but you can tell he's a big body deer. He's got some real bad infection where he's been fighting, and he's broke all up, but I couldn't be more excited about this deer. Like I said, the downfall of this whole harvest is me knocking the camera off the deer before I shot, and again, that's a prime example of why you don't sell film. If I could ever stress enough, especially due to my frustrations tonight, make time, find you a camera guy or girl, and do not try to sell film if you want a good quality hunt on video. It just don't work out. And I've been doing this a long time, and even again tonight's just that prime example that no matter how long you do something, if it ain't the proper way to do it, then you know it ain't gonna work out. And tonight's a prime example of that. But I couldn't be more happier about this deer and excited to get this tag on him. And again, you know, just thankful and blessed to have the opportunity to do what we do. We appreciate you guys tuning in to Midwest Whitetail, and good luck to you guys the rest of the season.
Well, it's the afternoon of November the 21st. The last time we saw you, we had seen one buck out of the creek bottom yesterday, and wound up seeing one more small buck after that, and that was it for the day. We've looked at trail cam pictures, we pulled cards, and there's just really not a buck that I want to chase on our bow club right now that I'm getting pictures of. We had 0 pictures of Fate. We had 0 pictures of the big 9 that showed up the last card pull. So we're actually on our other piece of property today. And with Cindy climbing and being able to hunt out of a stand the last 2 days, that opens up a lot more choices for us as where to hunt. So this afternoon we're going to sit on a small plot that's down almost on the edge of a creek, a stand that we call the poison ivy stand, and just because the tree had so much poison ivy in it the day that we hung the stand. But we haven't been in it this year. No one's hunted this plot, so really don't know what to expect, but hoping good things. We haven't seen much chasing at all. Haven't seen any bucks in the last several days, but other people are still seeing bucks moving a little bit and chasing, so you know, we're just hoping for the best. The wind started off this morning out of the south, and now it's turned around out of the north, which will be perfect for this stand. So we're going to sneak down in there, get set up, and see what we see. If we see it, you'll see it. good afternoon sit. We had a doe and fawn come in before we really even got set up. Kind of scared us. They came running in, thought it was a buck chasing a doe. But anyway, we got set up. Not too long later, had a young 9 come in. Pretty young 9. He'll be a great deer in a couple of years. Had a doe and 2 fawns come back. Then had another young 8 come in. And just a few minutes ago, a second young 8. It sprinkled rain off and on for the last hour or so. Of course, we didn't have a cover for the camera, so we could probably sit a few more minutes and still see. But the rain feels like it's getting harder, so we're going to go ahead and back up and head out. And we're going to take tomorrow off. Got some stuff to do. Day after tomorrow is Thanksgiving. Hopefully everybody has a happy and safe Thanksgiving. And we'll be back in a tree maybe Friday. It's hard to say. We're going to kind of play it by ear, but when we get back in the tree, we'll let you know. Everybody have a great Thanksgiving.